How's it going, you outlaw legends? I'm Red Nitrate, and welcome into my video covering an easy solo method for the data contract mission, which was added to the game just recently as a part of the Los Santos Car Meet and Tuners DLC. The main focus of this guide is covering the last leg of the data contract finale, where you have to protect Avi Schwartzman from Merryweather while he's doing his thing with the hard drives. However, I thought I'd quickly run over the rest of the finale before we get onto that, just in case anyone's having trouble with the earlier stages of the mission. The raid on the bunker is pretty straightforward. It's a quick run and gun while you steal 4 hard drives. The enemies here don't respawn and there's no time limit, so I suggest you just take it slow and do it methodically. Feel free to use as many body armors or snacks here as you like. With this method I'll be exhibiting, you won't be needing them for the last leg of the mission like you normally would. The NPCs here aren't super tricky though, so hopefully you won't really need to use too many of them. Make your way around the bunker, navigating from green dot to green dot. This is of course where the hard drives are located, and they're what you need to collect for the next part of the mission. Once you've collected all of them, you can make your way towards the exit. Then, once you're outside, you'll be attacked by a singular car of mercenaries. Take them out, jump in your whip, and off we go. About a quarter of the way into the journey, you'll acquire some new companions. And it's about at this point I feel it's worth mentioning that I would advise using literally any car other than the Futo GDX. Now, I'm a massive Initial D fan, and I love this thing to pieces. It's a lot of fun, and I'm glad I bought it, but there are definitely more practical and reliable tuner cars to select for a getaway. Trying to mountain drift and fishtail my way to freedom wasn't the easiest of experiences. You do have the option of pulling over and killing the enemies, but there's an unforeseen time limit that only appears later if you take too long, which leads to an instant mission failure. So if you're doing this solo, my advice is to select a fast car with bulletproof tyres and just haul ass to the destination. Once you arrive, and this is very important folks, make sure you assert your dominance with a powerful entrance like this one, just to show the enemy that you mean business. And then run into the building here and install the hard drives for Avi. Once you've installed the hard drives, a checkpoint triggers, so there's no need to worry if you die from this point onwards. You'll get an opportunity to do it over as many times as you need to. The next thing you're going to want to do is come over here to the left and pick up the minigun that's located in this little fenced off area. Then jump in the Night Shark and drive back over to the building. And both the Night Shark and minigun being available does rely upon you having picked up the appropriate armaments during the prep missions. Don't stress if you haven't got access to them. You can do it with your standard loadout and whatever vehicle you've brought to the mission. This way just makes an already easy method even easier because of the Night Shark being so heavily armoured and the minigun being OP as hell. Bring your Night Shark and reverse it in flush next to the stairs. We're creating a bottleneck for the enemy NPCs to slow them down and make them easier to pick off. The Night Shark will slow them down even further and will provide some additional cover for when you need to pop your head out and kill a few strays. And now, ladies and gentlemen, comes the fun part. All you need to do is stay in this room here with your minigun whirring away, ready to pick off any NPCs that are stupid enough to walk through that door. At times it might seem like they're not going to come through the door and that, you're kind of going to be stuck in the room forever waiting for them to come in. But just be patient and wait to clear them off one by one. They come in waves, and if you're doing this solo and get trapped outside when a new wave comes in, it can be quite difficult to stay alive. Eventually though, Avi will finish doing his thing. You'll have mounted up quite the collection of bodies next to the door, and you'll be left with a few stragglers and remaining armoured vehicles that lay in wait outside to kill you. At this point, especially if you've got the minigun, you can safely pop out your head at opportune times to easily eliminate the vehicles. I decided to take a very slow and safe approach and wait for most of them to come to me. I died a fair few times figuring out this method, and I wasn't about to do it again. Once you've finished off the last of the henchmen, you're good to go and the mission is finished. I thought we'd have to drive Arby somewhere with an additional pursuit or something like that, but nope, all done and dusted. So yeah, that's it folks. A super easy solo method. Well, compared to anything else I tried anyway. Hopefully you found it useful as well. If you did, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing for future GTA Online and Rockstar Games related content. Yeah, until next time, Outlaws, I'm Red Nitrate. Stay legendary, everyone. Bye now.